Okay, looks like we're live. Hi there. Thank you so much for being here. And hold on one sec. Let me just mute my. So, okay. All right. Thank you so much. I kind of just, about half an hour ago, decided to do this meditation and breathing practice at the last minute, just wanting to connect and just provide a way to really go into the weekend with more ease. And, if there's anything that you really need to release um, or just sort of put down, from your week, this is a really good opportunity to do it. And yeah, so I thank you so much for being here. For me, heart centered meditation practices and breathing practices have really been just such a major source of support. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. And I think it's because when we work with this space, when we work with the heart chakra, um, just a certain kind of magic starts to happen. In this place, this is where we can work to balance our emotions, um, to work on our sense of self love, our sense of love, divine love, feelings for others. It's also great for immunity. This is the center of immunity. So, working with the chest area will help to, make you healthier. And it's just a really great way of feeling your body. We carry a lot of energy in the heart space. The heart is actually the part of our bodies that contain the most electromagnetic energy. And so when we work with this space, I always feel like that sense of tingly aliveness happening here when I work with this space. And I know for me, when I start my day from that place, it just tends to flow a lot easier. I just tend to be in a more open and receptive state. I'm also in a state where I don't take things as personally. I kind of just let things roll off my back. It just gives you sort of like that bubble of protection. And so I just highly recommend this practice. We might as well go ahead and get started. So just wherever you are, make sure that you are seated nice and straight with a straight spine. And we're just going to start by breathing into the belly. Just very simple, foundational, just connecting to the body and the breath. So just start inhaling through the nose. And you can even place your hands over your belly if you want to, because as you inhale, you really want to feel your belly press out away from your spine. So inhaling through the nose. And then when you exhale, same thing through the nose. And this time you're going to feel your belly coming back in toward the spine. Okay. So let's just continue that here. Inhale deep down into the belly. And taking your time with this, not rushing the breath, just allowing that inhale to really be nice and full and long as you feel the belly pushing away from the spine. And then when you exhale through the nose, just also nice, slow, long, deep exhale, taking it all the way to the end of that exhale, seeing how far you can go as you feel the belly coming back in toward the spine. And just continuing this on your own a couple more times. Again, not rushing this, just taking both parts of that breath all the way out, just as far as you can go. And with that exhale, really just allowing a sense of surrender to happen. As you exhale, just really taking that opportunity to allow the body to relax, to allow the body to soften. And with each exhale you take, just allowing yourself to relax even more. And now, just finishing up here, just doing one more breath. And just taking a moment now to feel your body, just being aware of what is present there within you. Is it something that we don't always do? We're not always checking in with how it feels. So, feeling your body right now, just from head to toe, and just noticing anything there that might be calling to you, just paying attention to what is present. And if your eyes are closed, you're going to very slowly come back, open your eyes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make a couple of fists. So, just bringing both your hands into fists. And we're going to use this to tap along the chest area, just to really start aligning and connecting and waking up that energy. So, it's going to look like this. Um, Ideally, you want to start from the center line of the chest, like start here and then work your way out. Okay. So just opening up those lines of energy that exist here. And as you do this, remember to breathe. That's important. Staying connected to the breath. And as you're doing this, if you feel if there's any spot in your body that you're working on that feels really good, or you feel like maybe there's some stuck energy that's there, you can just even stay on that spot, for as long as you need to, for as long as feels right. And then when you're ready, just move on to the next spot. And then coming back to center and moving the fists out. Okay, now we're just going to go all over. Just waking up that energy, breathing. And then just placing your hands down slowly into your lap now. Just breathing deeply here, closing your eyes if they're not closed already. Just taking a moment to tune in to the chest, tune into the heart chakra, the heart space, and just feeling all of that energy, all of that vibrancy that has been stirred up within you, that has been awoken. Just paying attention to it as you continue breathing. On your next inhale, I want you to imagine that you are guiding that inhale down into the chest area, down into the heart space, guiding that breath down there with that inhale. And then as you exhale, allow the jaw to drop open slightly as you sigh that exhale out the mouth and you feel your heart space relaxing and melting. So again, that's inhale, Imagine you are guiding that breath down into the chest, into the heart space. And then when you're ready, exhale, open the mouth slightly. Just let the jaw drop open very gently and sigh that breath out the mouth as you feel the heart relax even more deeply. And I want you to just continue this breath and keep in mind as you do this, there's not obviously a lot of distance between the mouth and the heart space. So naturally, your breath is that inhale is going to want to go longer than that, right? So if you're envisioning that breath coming through the mouth and going it down into the heart, chances are that inhale, you're still going to have room for it. So even after that inhale reaches the heart space, I want you to just let it sit there as you continue your inhale all the way to the end. Okay, so I just wanted to stress that it's just very important to just continue that deep breathing and just allow that breath, that inhale, the energy of that to sit in the chest as you hold on to it, as you focus. Continue the rest of that inhale. And then when you're ready, exhale, just allow everything to melt and soften. Okay, so just continue this on your own now. As you continue going deeper into this visualization and into this breath, you might start to notice more sensation. You might start to notice an expansion happening across the heart space, across the chest. So just allowing with every exhale as you release, as you relax, just allowing whatever is present there to show up. Even if that means certain feelings or emotions coming through, just trusting that that is what you need, right? It's where you need to be in this moment. So just letting all of that happen, letting that transpire. And now letting go of that breath and taking another moment to just tune in to the heart, feeling all of the energy that is available, that is present there. Feeling anything that you have stirred up, any sensations, any vibration, any warmth, any tingling, whatever that might be. Tuning into the heart space and feeling that right now, giving your attention fully to that. And if there's anything at all that might be calling you in the heart, like any kind of sensation that really stands out the most to you, I want you to take a moment and just settle here. Just focus on that sensation and just allow yourself to breathe deeply. Again, coming back to that belly breathing, nice full breaths as you concentrate into the heart space, into the heart chakra, on any kind of tingling, any kind of vibration, any sensation that you might be feeling in this space right now. Doing this with your full attention and just knowing that whatever you focus on naturally in life and in meditation, whatever you focus on just expands without any effort from your part. So just allowing yourself to rest here, to be gentle, just a nice gentle focus in on this one space. And if you aren't happening to feel anything in the heart space right now, if you don't feel any sensation, then just focusing on the center of the chest and just allowing that focus there to just be soft and effortless. Continuing to breathe deeply into the belly. And now on your next inhale, I want you to imagine that you are guiding that breath space, so that point that you're focusing on down there. But I want you to imagine on that inhale down to this point. And then when you exhale, you are just imagining that breath, the energy of that breath, spreading from that point, from the heart, from the chest, out to meld across the entire body. As you're exhaling, also, you're feeling just as this energy, as this breath spreads out across the body, you're just feeling your body naturally start to melt and relax even more deeply. So, again, inhaling nice and deep through the nose, guiding that inhale, guiding that breath down into this point that you've been focusing on or into the center of the chest. And then when you're ready, exhale, just allowing that energy from that breath to spread across the entire body, to spread from the heart and melt across the body, just feeling yourself relax even more deeply. Now, just taking the opportunity to do this on your own. And now let's place both of our hands over the heart and just focus now. Feel your entire body as a whole. Just feeling and being aware of all of the energy, of all of the sensation, of all of the vibration that's present within you. And then once again, tuning back into the heart, back into the chest, and settling here, and just tuning in to that natural vibration of love that you carry within you. Tuning into that natural vibration of compassion, of empathy, of peace, of joy. All of that is present in your heart at all times. Even when it might not seem like it, you might not be in touch with it at the moment. Circumstances around you might make you forget. But right now, in this moment, knowing that that is inherent, all of that is inherent within you. It is never separate from you. It is always there for you should you need it. And you always need it. So knowing that, feeling that knowledge, feeling that wisdom in every cell of your being, feeling that wisdom vibrating in your heart, connecting you, aligning you back to who you are, to the divine, sacred, and precious aspects of your being, of your soul. And now let's just take one deep inhale together. And a nice deep exhale at the mouth. And now saying the words either in your head or out loud. I am sacred. I am holy. I am divine. All are sacred. All are holy. All are divine. And that is it. Bringing both your palms to your heart and just bowing down for a moment as you transition and come back into the space, as you open your eyes, and just maybe taking a moment to this moment and for this practice. And I just want to thank you for being here, especially at the last minute. Thank you for being here and being a part of this practice. Just allow this to move through you and take this into the rest of your day, into your weekend. And yes, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Take care. Oh, and before I go too, I just wanted to say, because I don't see any questions, if anybody wants to ask something before I end the stream, you can drop that in the chat right now. And I will wait. I will wait about a minute or so to see if there's anything there. Not seeing anything yet, but if you want to take a minute to think about it, please do. And I just want to say too, sometimes it can be hard, like I was saying, to bring this right, to bring this out, because I find a lot of times, especially with me, like in the beginning when I started doing this, when I started meditating and doing yoga and all that, I found it hard, right, to take the practice out into the world, right? It sounded like a great idea, but for me, like, I would have peace on the mat or on the meditation cushion or whatever it was, and it would be great. And then I would find sometimes that things would disrupt that, right, as I would go about my day. So it does take practice. It does take practice bringing it in. But once you start really connecting with your energy and working with all of that, that chi, that prana that's inside you, once you start igniting all of that, which is what we were working with, a lot today in this heart practice, once you start doing that, it gives you just this feeling of just grounded, tangible, energized kind of feeling. And you just naturally will notice that you will start to settle more and more deeply into that feeling. And a lot of the times I like to work, especially when working with people for the first time, or even experienced meditators or yogis. And I think it's really important to just have that, heart-centered practice that you can tune into, because the heart chakra, that's going to connect you the quickest, I find. It's going to make you feel your chi, feel that energy inside you even more deeply, and at a greater level. So especially starting out, it's just nice to have that, to experience that, and know, and then start igniting that. Then you just can naturally start weaving that into your day. It just becomes, right, part of who you are. And one thing that I'll say before I go is that we shouldn't ignore those subtle kinds of sensations, right? A lot of times we're really not paying attention, or we're not tuned in to those subtle sensations that are happening inside of us. The heart, when you work with that energy, it helps kind of magnify that. It helps to bring those sensations up into the forefront and up into your focus. But of course, all of that means nothing if you're not aware, right? If you're not really tuned in. Because I find that, they're always happening, right? At some level within us. And during our days, if we're just, mixed up with other things and we're just distracted, we're not gonna feel that. We're not gonna know that that's present. So it's about really just being mindful of tuning in. Once you tune in, you allow that sensation, you allow that vibration, that chi, that prana to start expanding inside of you naturally. And then it becomes bigger, like it becomes loudly known to you. It's like it's streaming through your body at all times. Like you can't not be aware of it, right? You become fully conscious of it in that process. So I hope that maybe helped a little bit, because I know I get that question a lot with people about how to really start feeling their energy inside their bodies. So that's what I always say: just start out noticing those small sensations, and they will expand. And yeah, so that is all I have, and I don't see any questions. So I'm definitely going to end this now. Thank you again so much for being here and for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.